Hey everybody, NATO just accepted Ukraine into their cyber defense partnership. That's some pretty big news. We've got some more news of Iran and Russia working together, being big buddies that we need to keep an eye on. We've got some updated silver prices from Stacey. She couldn't be here. She's actually on the phone with a community member right now. And tech companies are leaving clues. They're actually telling you what to do. I'm going to get into that for you business owners, and we do have a bankruptcy weekend blitz. 7 companies went belly up over the weekend. Before we get going, hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. And if you want to invest in home protection, I do not talk about it on this channel, but you can get consumables in bulk. You can get equipment and supplies and all the stuff I can't talk about here from my good buddy Luke. Just email ninjanationreport@gmail.com. He's a lifelong friend of mine, and you can trust him. So that's one more tool in our arsenal, in our 401k, our home defense 401k. That stuff's going to go up, I'm telling you. I don't know if we're at the bottom, but look what it did last time. I think mags went from like $8 or $9 to 80. So, you know, that's 9x there. Think about it, 10x. Tool, don't forget about the home protection, the tool 401k, and the food 401k. It's actual tangible things that you can get, not some fiat numbers going up and down the stock market, or maybe down. Okay, let's talk about the exception into NATO cyber defense. Ukraine has formally become a member of NATO cyber defense. Today, this is a quote, the national flag of Ukraine is officially raised at the headquarters of NATO Cooperative Cyber Defense Center of Excellence in Tallinn, marking official accession of Ukraine. The Kremlin is likely to see Ukraine's membership as a problem, as an alliance. So, you know, he already said what he was going to do. I'm not a big fan of Putin, but usually does what he says. Okay, the U.S. describes full-blown Russia-Iran defense partnership. The White House continues to raise the alarm over the partnership. And this is about the two countries, Russia and Iran. And this is John Kirby's talking. He is the national security spokesperson. The two countries are expanding their unprecedented defense partnership, including Tehran sending Moscow over 400 drones. These drones are one way. They're kamikaze drones. This makes the Islamic Republic the top military backer of Russia war efforts. He stressed Russia is now seeking to purchase additional drones after depleting their stockpile. Iran also continues to provide Russia with one-way attack UAVs and unmanned aerial vehicles since August. Iran has provided Russia with more than 400 of these. Kirby stressed, now this is a quote from Kirby, I'm not sure if he's trustworthy or not. Who knows? Who knows what the party members are, what side they're on. There is every reason to believe that Russia will use them to continue their attacks on Ukraine. But wait, there's more. In addition to the drones, artillery and tank rounds have been supplied. Kirby additionally described military support as going the other way too, with Russia offering Tehran the ability to purchase missiles, aircraft defense systems, and military electronics. So they're big war buddies. The Iran foreign minister says, hey, it's not directed against any third country. So that's heartwarming. It's not directed at us. So if you believe that, bless your heart. All right, moving on. I hate talking about war because the first casualty of war is the truth. I'm not over there. I don't really know. Let me update you on silver because it actually does, silver and precious metals in general do really good in volatile environments. Stacey's a broker for Miles Franklin. She wanted me to give you this spot prices. $23.92 on silver, $19.95 on gold. Platinum is $1,070. And we have a special today on the 2023 Cougaran for $3.99 over spot. Buffaloes are $4.25 over. And the King Charles is down even more. It's $4.50 over, and you cannot find the Queen Elizabeths. We're sold out. So that's the gold price for today. You can call Stacey. Her number will be in the description. I'll pin it in the comments. Like I said, she's in there talking to a community member right now. Now, these tech companies are going to give us some clues. And this is the same clues they gave us when they started selling their stock, right before the stock market started perpetually going down. Okay, so this is what they're doing. If you're own a business, please think through this. Because I know you entrepreneurs, I'm the same way. I want to go, grow, go, and grow. I want to get it going. Come on, let's go and make money. But it might be time to put the brakes on. Let's just try to think through it. Tech company has announced mass layoffs. Now I'm going to go through these pretty fast because there's a bunch of them. They started late last year, but so far the number has surpassed this year already what it was last year. Last year was 191,000. And this year is, this year's 191 and last year's 164,000. So we're beating it by a long shot. Shopify cutting 20%. Dropbox 16%. That equates to 500 employees. 3M are laying off 6,000 employees around the world. And listen to this. And this is a quote from the CEO. 3M is taking restructuring actions that are intended to make 3M stronger, leaner, and more focused. Do that to your business, maybe, if you think this is right. Dropbox. No, I've already said that. Sorry. Lyft. 1,072 employees. And we talk to Uber drivers, me and the Economic Ninja, everywhere we go, Uber and Lyft. Yeah, what do you think about the economy? Oh, well, my job's always going to be needed. Guys, the majority, I'm telling you, the people watching this channel is about 2%. The only people that are watching and paying attention is about 2% of the population. Congratulations, you're early, and you get to have the catbird seat as things come apart. IBM owned by Red Hat, 760 employees laying off. Clothing giant Gap, 1,800 employees. I'm not sure why they're in the tech layoff paper, but they are. Facebook, now I want you to pay attention to what he says after I tell you about how many they're laying off. They're laying off 10,000 more employees. They've already laid off 11,000 back in November. Zuckerberg said layoffs were part of a year of efficiency. That's in quotations. Now this is a quote that I want everybody to pay attention to. Given the uncertainty of the economy in which we reside and the uncertainty that exists in the near future, we have chosen to be more streamlined in our cost and headcount. Tech consulting firm Accenture laying off 19,000 people. Sirius Radio, 475 jobs gone. Dell Technologies, 6,650 positions. That's a roundabout. It gives you, could be a little more, could be a little less. But here's what I want you to take away from this. This is a quote from Dell. What we know is market conditions continue to erode with the uncertainty of the future. That was Jeff Clark, Dell CEO chief. He said the job cuts were part of the company's move to stay ahead of downturn impacts. Just warning. Electric vehicle maker Rivian is cutting 6%. Dallas-based online dating match group, the online dating site Tinder, OkCupid, and Hinge is laying off 200 people. I didn't realize there was that many people that could work for something like that, and I'm also glad I never had to participate in that. But for you guys that have to, I understand, and it probably cuts some time off. I digress a little bit. Okay, Zoom. This is an interesting quote too, but they're laying off 1,300 people. And this is him, this is CEO. The uncertainty of the global economy and its effect on our customers means we need to take a hard yet important look inward to reset ourselves so we can weather the economic environment, deliver for our customers, and achieve Zoom's long-term vision. So he just said, we're going to cut back so we can try to really crush it in the future. I think that's what he said. Let me know what you think. Aerospace giant Boeing is cutting 2,000 jobs, but this is interesting. They're cutting them in the finance and human resources department. Dow Chemical announces a series of cuts that equates to about $1 billion in cost savings. So they're saving money, including laying off 2,000 workers. And they say a big long, it's really, I'm not even going to read it. They didn't say anything. They didn't give us any clues. They just gave us a bunch of doublespeak, looked like. IBM announces 3,900 workers as a part of asset divestment. Google's parent company, Alphabet, will reduce its workforce by 12,000 employees. And this is a quote from them, making changes that will result in the reduction of our overall workforce by 10,000 jobs through fiscal year 23. Spotify cutting 600 employees. NetApp cutting 960 employees. Now, this is a quote from NetApp. Companies are facing an increasingly challenging macroeconomic environment, which is driving more conservatism in the IT spending. See, IT guys, show up early, work hard, be that guy that can't let go, because I imagine AI is really gunning for you. And on top, it looks like the people they're cutting is kind of like the easy ones, the first ones to go, you know. And the sad news is these people might not have anywhere to go. If you're interested in learning a trade, I do have a welding channel. I'm trying to teach anybody that'll listen and wants to build stuff with their hands how to weld and make a good living. It's called Taylor Welding. It'll be in the description. Now, PayPal, as much as I don't like PayPal, according to how they treat people and how they do people and what they want to give to, which is a lot like what the CBDC is going to do, PayPal said it will lay off about 2,000 people in the coming weeks due to, quote, challenging macroeconomic environment. Are y'all seeing something? I keep hearing the same words. So take that as a warning. I made a video like this when they started selling their stocks, and it's perpetually gone down ever since. And I hope I hope I've given you enough information to make decisions for yourself, because I am not a financial advisor. Okay, the bankruptcy blitz. I'm gonna go through these quick because I don't know any of these companies. Athnex, Kid Finwall, Vice Media, Envision Healthcare. The survival was only made possible by the uber low interest rates, which blew up the bubble, and now with higher interest rates, they're belly up. We're seeing who's swimming naked. The tide's going out and they don't have it. They're zombie companies. Okay, and Damon Shabel, co-head of restructuring at the law firm Davis Polk, said there's a bunch more on the horizon. So he says there's more to come. We're just getting started. Home security company Monitrix is belly up. Chemical producer Venator, I don't know. Materials and oil producer Cox operating. So an oil company's belly up? That's sad. Okay, COVID test maker Luceria Health, generic drug maker Acorn, and SPAC Starry Group. So they kick off insolvency proceedings. So there's a lot of people in the tech sector, and one oil company, and some COVID test makers and some generic drug makers that are insolvent. And they're gone. Now, guys, if you feel a little bit uncertain about our future, and you know, nothing's certain. There is no certainties, there's only probabilities. And the probabilities of taking steps towards being a little bit more conservative, taking a few chips off the table because you've done so well in the stock market through your career and you've built this massive wealth. I personally can't imagine just keeping it in there and hoping for another 10, 20, 30%. You know, I would, if it was me, I would probably invest in something hard and tangible like food and land and home protection 401k and tools that you know you're going to need, or anything you're going to, garden tools, or anything you're going to need in the future. And also a way to hedge wealth. That's always something I've always done. Keep 10% up to 50. I'll tell you what I do, because you might do it. And that's it. You hope you never need it, but if you do, it protects your wealth. Even David Morgan said 10% was enough. He said he did up it to 20, but he said 10% is still enough. So just kind of mull on that. This is the news for today, guys. Have an awesome day. I'll see you in the next one. Later.